So we're going to talk now about the method of our program. And the key to any kind of weight loss program, if you look at any textbook or you go online and you see what is the essence of what creates weight loss, fat loss in the body, and the answer resoundingly is going to be controlling insulin. Insulin is a hormone that makes us fat and keeps us fat, keeps us from losing weight. And I want to explain real briefly just how to look at energy sources, how we actually look at the different energy tanks. We only have three sources of macronutrients to give us energy: protein, fats, and carbohydrates. And so if you can picture three different tanks, one tank would be the sugar tank or the carbohydrate tank, one tank would be the muscle tank, and one tank would be the fat tank. And so what we want to do is we actually want to burn the fat tank while preserving the muscle tank. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to help you understand what it takes to actually get into burning fat. And the only way the body can burn fat is if it doesn't have the amount of insulin that actually stores fat. So what we're going to look at is when you take in certain foods, each food usually has a certain percentage of carbohydrates, protein, and fat. So if you can think as the carbohydrate tank, okay, if you will, of energy, as your checking account. And so what we do is we have an amount of fat that's stored, we have muscle mass, and we also have sugar or carbohydrates. And so what we want to do is we actually want to burn through that sugar tank. Now we have about 3 days supply of sugar in our body called glycogen. And once you burn through that, then the body even has a choice of either burning muscle, converting muscle into sugar, or burning fat. And so what we want to do is we want to help the body understand how to burn fat. So if you look at your fat tank as your savings account, what we want to do is we want to burn out the checking account so you can go into your savings account to burn the appropriate fat while we preserve muscle. Now muscle mass is what burns calories, so we don't want to lose muscle. And the body actually converts different types of compounds also into sugar. So if you really look at the big picture of it, we don't need to eat sugar. Fat and protein is essential. We have essential fatty acids and essential amino acids that we need every day. So we can't basically store those things. Those are things we need to take in on a daily basis. Or omega-3s or 8 essential amino acids that come usually from animal sources, or you can also have plant-based products with that as well. So we want to understand how to manipulate these, to understand that we can do without sugar. The body actually does very well without sugar because, again, it can produce its own when it's needed. And to be able to keep those sugar calories, the carbohydrates, down to at least 50 grams or below a day. And now we're able to do that really through our combination of foods that we show you how to eat. We show you how to prepare foods. Now we also have additional foods, okay, things that are crunchy, things that are chewy. We have here really tasty chocolate bars. We have, they're called zippers, like potato chips. We have protein-based chips. We even have chocolate cake. We also have hot chocolate. This, by the way, is one of my very favorites that I still have on a regular basis. So all these are ideal-based, optimal-based protein foods that actually help us to maintain muscle mass, help us to also augment the meals that we also help you understand how to prepare. The vegetables, the salads, the meats. We basically have a foolproof way of helping you understand. It's a checklist. You check the boxes on the foods that are recommended, foods that are low in glycemic index, low in insulin production, and we maximize the utilization and burning of fat as fuel. So it's really important to understand, and we're very, very diligent in helping you as a client to understand what that takes. So it's a very, very simple based program. Nothing worthwhile in life is easy, okay? But it's simple. And as we coach you through this step by step, week by week, 1 week at a time, I think that's the important part. And knowing that we can actually do a program that also can incorporate some things. I love potato chips, not regular chips anymore. I love protein-based chips. Protein-based hot chocolate, very, very low in carbohydrates. Protein-based zippers, and also even chocolate cake that we can utilize. So a lot of the go-to foods that I would used to go to that would keep me heavy and keep me from losing weight, now I have still the option. And what we have in this program is a beginning and end. So we actually start you out and we help you to reduce the amount of carbohydrates to reduce insulin, to allow your body to go from the sugar tank, which we want to eliminate, to the fat tank while preserving your muscle mass. And we do that for a season. Then what we do is we back off and we allow you to kind of reintegrate certain foods. Now, if you choose to stay off carbohydrates and stay into a ketogenic program, you can do that as well. But introducing certain sugars at a certain time so we don't overload the pancreas, we kind of wake the pancreas up, and then we help you with phase 3, which is basically your maintenance plan. So very, very effective program. We've helped many, many dieters over the last 10 years be very successful with this. We have a proven plan that works, and we're excited to help you in any way that we can to help you also attain those type of results for yourself.